Hey nerds, welcome to JerBear Reacts. Today we're going to react to Season 1, Episode 8 of The Last of Us, entitled When We Are in Need. This is the calm before the storm. This is the second to last episode, even though there's going to be a storm here, right? This is post-Dam, this is post-leaving Tommy's. This should be the stuff with David, I imagine. I mean, this could get rough, and I'm looking forward to it. So, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links are in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry will do his best work behind the scenes. And let's listen. No wasted motion on this one. I'm excited to watch it. I'm actually watching it on time for once. It is 9:02 p.m. It's just dropped. Let's do it. And this is Buddy that played Jean Grey's father in that terrible X-Men Dark Phoenix movie.
When can we bury him?
The ground is too cold to dig.
You're gonna burn that fucking body?
Bury your father in the spring.
Yes, let his body just stink up the joint. So, this doesn't look like... I thought for a second maybe he was with Tommy's people for a second. That'd be like an interesting little take on it if they want to go that route, but...
Keep the whole town on rations.
Am I
Maybe a
tripping?
week. 2 at best.
I need a good look at... I can't tell.
Josiah and Martin think they spotted some deer the other night, a couple miles east.
Some...
It was dark. See what you want to see sometimes.
One, spotted some deer, you know, leads into it. Is that Troy fucking Baker? Listen, I know that Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, right, that they have roles somewhere in this. I don't know if they're very prominent or if they're cameos or whatever. One, Troy got a little age on him. Two, he's a bad guy. Those of you that don't know, if that is Sir Troy Baker, which it looks like, I'm tripping right now, right? That is Troy Baker. Troy Baker is the voice of Joel Miller in the video games, which I love. Troy Baker is just a great voice actor. He's also been voice acting Joker since Mark Hamill kind of stepped away from the role a little bit. He's a great Joker. He's a great Joel. He's pretty much great in everything he's ever been in. So, yeah, that's Troy Baker. Okay, I just need another little like turn, swivel, whatever. Damn, that's an infected horseshoe. Boy needs penicillin.
You thirsty?
I'm going to take 1 second. I don't know if you guys have ever, and hopefully you don't have to experience stuff like this. The kind of just the way that she was trying to get water in his mouth. I don't know if you've ever been in a hospital and you've been around people who are elderly or who are sick or can't drink for themselves. First thing that came to my head is just an image I have, and I'm not going to get too specific with it, but I've watched them dip sponges in water, right? Like a little paintbrush or whatever. They'll dip it in water, and then they'll put it on a patient's lips or let it soak on their lips because that water can get absorbed, and you can lightly inhale on it, and you can pull the water from the actual paintbrush/sponge thing. Really a cool way to get water to somebody who needs it and is not able to get it themselves. You better give him some of that fucking meat. It's the last bit of them rations. Yeah, I'm gonna set a piece of this squirrel earlobe right there on your chest. Don't look at me. I didn't do nothing. I can't help you. Remember what he taught you? Oof. Oof. Hey, you made contact, though. Did you put your glove back on? I know you're sprinting away. You don't want to get frostbite. We'll talk about the stuff from the game afterwards. There we go. Track that blood, baby.
Well, what do you think?
What do you need? We have boots.
Medicine? Like for infections.
We do. Back in our village, you're welcome to follow us.
I'm not following you anywhere.
Oh,
Buddy boy can go get it. He comes back, you get half the deer. Anyone else shows up, I put one
Put one
right
between my eyes.
yeah, right between your shits.
That's right.
You can hear. I gotta give credit for Bella Ramsey for this because it's not like I could see how people could hear it differently, but in her voice at the moment there's a shakiness to her voice. One, it's fucking cold. Okay. Two, Ellie's interacting with Joel right now, like live action versus voice acting. And I think that's pretty cool. Three, just the shakiness and the nervousness because one, she has to get medicine for Joel, and now she's more excited, and it's just I don't know. It's where the deliverance there is very nice.
Strangers, I know, but I honestly mean you no harm. And for what it's worth, there's room for you in our group if you want.
You're inviting me to your hunger club? Thanks.
It's true, we're hungry, but we're still here.
Not the fucking hunger club, bro.
I'm a decent man, just trying to take care of the people who rely on me.
You're their leader?
Wasn't my choice. It was theirs, but yes.
They chose to follow you. Is this some weird cult thing?
Well, you sort of kind of got me there. I am a preacher, but just pretty standard Bible stuff. What?
The whole world ended and you still believe that shit.
I actually started believing after the world ended.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate him for just being like, is this some weird cult? And he's like, I am a preacher. So the self-awareness is pretty solid.
Before that, I was a teacher. Math to our flock.
So in 2017 was 14 years after the outbreak, and it's been 6 years since. Which also, trying to tell me it's been 6 years since 2017 makes me want to fucking vomit.
Turns out he was murdered by this crazy man. And get this, that crazy man was traveling with a little girl. You see? Everything happens for a reason. James, lower the gun.
She is the one that killed Alec, isn't she?
She didn't kill anybody. Lower the gun.
Lower the gun. Do you see the slow? That's fucking. Oh, that's so good. Do you see the slow twist and the focus on David there to make him a little more creepy? And this whole time he's just been kind of just chilling, calmly. And you got to remember, those raiders that went up to the university, I'm assuming this is when that happened. The raiders went up to the university. I think there was 4 of them. Only 3 of them came back, and the one stabbed Joel. He's the one that got fucking gaffled. It's not only where do I put it, but it's how much do I give you. Damn. I feel like she's put the whole bottle in there. My man gonna wake up. It's just penicillin, but still. That penicillin in there beating the shit out of that infection. My little heart. No.
What is it?
No, I ain't deer.
Venison.
Wait, hold on. He did a double look. Why you want to kill both of them, Hannah, huh? Is your bowl looking a little empty? Would you like some more meat? Y'all ever watch South Park? The chili con carne. I made you eat your parents. Oh, fuck. Oh. Bury his body in the fucking spring mire. Damn! I should. Ooh. Y'all some chumps sitting around letting that happen.
And you will show him respect when he's speaking.
He said your father may be gone, but your daddy right here. That's gross. Yeah. Now eat up. Eat your bowl of dad soup. Wake your sleepyhead ass up, Pedro. I wish I could say Pedro like that. Pedro. Why he? Oh, he opened an eyeball.
Okay. Okay, look at me. There are men coming, okay? I'm gonna lead them away from you. But if anybody makes it down here, you fucking kill them. You got it? Joe.
I know you can't move, but if somebody
Don't
comes down
not
here,
fall
fucking
asleep.
take that knife and wah. Do not fall asleep. All right, Callus, that's me and you, Bubba. Let's go.
Alive!
I actually wish that she would have killed one of them right there, just to add another layer to it. Like, just go ahead and put a bullet through one of them. What's up, mother brothers? Whoop-pow! And just take one of them out.
I got her!
You got Callus. Ow! Right in the back of your shit! I mean, you're dead. There's nothing else you can really do at that point. Like, that's in your neck. Like, you're done. Oh. Man, just coughed up blood, bro. There's probably some cordyceps in that shit. Dude, I wonder if I get to see Joel on Joel action. Have to, right? I feel like that's something that just, you know, come on. That brother's twisted. He died with a fucking grin on his shit. Oh, fuck yes, dude. Remember, I told y'all about when he had the old folks? The line that he said? I was worried we wouldn't get this right here. This is exactly what he got. Beat his ass.
Leave him alone. You're next.
Please. I don't know any girl.
Oh! Jesus!
Marco.
No. He can't help you. You focus right here, or I'll pop your fucking kneecap off.
Oh, shit.
Lie.
You're gonna point to where we are, and where your resort is. And it better be the exact same spot your buddy points to.
That's where we are. I swear. Go ask him, he'll tell you. I'm not lying.
I believe you, brother.
No! No! Shit! Jesus! No! Why the fuck did you do that? He told you what you wanted. You motherfucker, fuck you. I ain't telling you shit.
It's alright.
Okay. No. I believe him. No.
Hey. There's a lot of things to say you could say about Joel, right? And Joel said, you know, hey, back in the day for a bit, you know, I wasn't a good person. I had to do things. And that right there, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it as, man, like that guy did give him what he wanted. You know, if the other people are the main characters, you could be like, oh shit, like this guy's a fucking villain. But then from this point of the story, Joel's just trying to get back to Ellie. He needs to make sure she's okay, and he's willing to do whatever it takes. Hey man, I always say there's two sides to every coin. Two sides. And I'm always going to be on Joel's side. You know why? Because I like him. We can't see what she sees. Oh, a fucking ear. Yep. Dad soup.
For what it's worth, this is just deer meat, I swear.
You're gonna chop me up into little pieces.
I'd rather not. Please, just tell me your name. If you want to judge me...
Judge you? You're eating people, you sick fuck!
by cordyceps.
Oof.
What does cordyceps do? Is it evil? No. It's fruitful. It multiplies. It feeds and protects its children.
Got a point.
It secures its future with violence if it must.
If it must. We've seen the non-violent ways, a little makeout session with Tess.
It loves.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because you can handle it. The way the others can't.
Go ahead and just grab that digit right there. Ah, there we go. Crack it, mother lover, mother brother.
You little cunt.
His whole demeanor changed. Then again, she did break one of his fingers.
Let's see what I go tell the others now.
Ellie,
What?
tell them that Ellie is a little girl who broke her fucking finger!
How did you put it? Tiny little pieces?
Oh, I love her. Oh man, and the snowstorm picking up that Joel's got to walk through. This mission stressed me the fuck out because the whole time, like, where do I go?
Had your chance.
No! I'm infected! I'm infected. And now so are you.
I'm infected, baby.
Roll up my sleeve. Look at it. Look at it!
She's so fucking smart. Yeah, take a gander, take a peek.
What did you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
Everything happens for a reason, biznitch.
No. No, she would have turned by now. This isn't real.
That looks pretty fucking real to me.
Ow! Ellie got your ass, Joel. Tommy, wait, Troy Baker. That's how the fire starts in this. I like it. I like it. Oh, she got a stab in. He swung and missed.
Fuck.
Oh. Oh.
I thought you already knew. The fighting is the part I like the most. Don't be afraid. There's no fear in love.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Look, it's me. It's me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby girl.
Oh.
I got you. I got you.
Oh man. Got you. I got your jacket. I got your backpack. Come on, I got you. It's okay. Listen. Ellie crosses path with a vengeful group of survivors and draws the attention of its leader. A weakened Joel faces a new threat. This episode is it's big. It's a huge episode. This is massive. It was massive in the games. It's massive right here. And we get introduced to David. We get introduced to James, played by Troy Baker again, who voice acted Joel in the video game. And you know, I think they did a fucking perfect job with David because David isn't as creepy. He is creepy, but he's not like immediately creepy as he was to me in the video game. In the video game, as soon as I saw David, I was like, I don't like this guy, man. And he had just his tone and his demeanor, and you never get to see the group that he's from. And it's all very fucked. Now, in this, like, you can see where David is coming from. You can understand David. I think that's a great thing about this show and a lot of other things. When you humanize somebody, when you humanize a villain, it adds extra layers to it. You can understand, as twisted and as fucked up as it is, you can understand David's point of view and what he's trying to do for this group of people. You get to see the group that he's with that actually does have women and children. You get to see that they are hungry enough that they cut up that little girl's father that Joel killed and cooked him up as cannibals. You do get to see that, you know, getting that deer is a huge win for them. And, you know, he believes in the cordyceps and he's false preaching to these people. I think it was great. I loved it. I like everything they did, even the small changes. Like Ellie in the game goes out with a bow, kills a rabbit, and then sees a deer and is more enticed by the deer because it's more meat compared to just that rabbit. And then when she comes across David and James, she actually takes David's rifle from him. The thing about the game that made me kind of go along with David just a little bit was that David helps you. You guys get overran by runners and clickers and even a bloater, and you take off running, and you have to fight these things, right? You have to hunker down, bunker down, and fight these things off. And as you're having a conversation, then James comes back, and they actually do give her the medicine. They give it to Joel, and it's enough to get him up. And they showed the storm coming in, and they showed Joel kind of just walking through. And they do cut out some of the video game elements, which is good, like having to stand there for 10, 15 minutes and fight off Infected, or Joel walking through and, you know, sneaking past people on his way to get there are two elements that you can take out of the show and make it a little more intense. I do kind of wish Joel did kill a couple people along the way, and I do wish that he was inside the building after he was the one to stop her from, like, you know, whacking on this dead body and just like pull her off. But I like the way that it did it. It focused on Ellie as David. I mean, there's no loose term that I could put this. I mean, there probably is, but I'm just gonna outright say it, and I do apologize if it's a trigger for anybody. But as David tries to rape Ellie, you know, in the game, a lot of people kind of miss it because you can interpret it different ways, but that's his intention in the moment. And here, it's a little more obvious, and Ellie just absolutely unloads on him. And I do think David is one of my favorite boss fights in the game. Like the sneaking of it. On harder difficulties, he's a pain in the ass. Easier difficulties, it's pretty smooth. But here, just that butcher's knife and just to chop into him over and over and over, and that went on for what felt like an eternity for a second, but it was a couple minutes, at least a minute, just walloping. And just Joel to come out and he says the term "baby girl," what he called his daughter too, and to shut that down and to embrace her and to give her love as they both walk off before we get into our season finale next week is very fucking beautiful. I don't really have. I actually like that the guy went down the steps. I actually like that he found Joel and runs into Joel. And I feel like I'm missing some talking points. I'm just gonna click through this episode really quickly. But I do like getting them out and about and hearing rumors about deer being out. And I kind of wish we would have named the horse. I wish we would have named Callus. They do what Last of Us 2 does when they name people. So like the Malcolm in those situations, Thomas, whatever everybody's name was. Ellie with the rifle instead of the bow is good. I do like, I mean, it's beat for beat. Of course, there's some minor changes, and you have to watch this wife and this daughter pretty much eat their father and husband is fucking wild. Is wild. And Joel getting to do his interrogation scene, and Ellie getting to break his fingers, and then Ellie, live action Ellie getting to kill virtual Joel, basically. I kind of wish the two Joels would have interacted, but it makes sense. I mean, it's phenomenal, man. There's no other thing to say it. I know people are still dumping in scores. It looks like Left Behind got review bombed because, people out there are incredibly homophobic. Well, whatever. This is probably one of my favorite. I still think episode 3 is probably my favorite episode. This is probably a front runner for it. I still think my favorite moment from this whole episode is the cold opening to the first episode. It's just fucking bone chilling to me for some reason. But I know I'm rambling a little bit here, but I can't explain to you guys how good this is. And being somebody that did play the game and knowing that I was worried for a second they weren't going to be cannibals, and it was just going to be a whole different take on him. And I thought they were with Tommy's group for a second based on the way the location looked. But I like the way that it stayed true. And I know Bella Ramsey tweeted out that the finale is going to be decisive, and I think she means that in the terms of as the game is decisive. So for those of you that didn't get a chance to play the game and are able to watch this with fresh eyes, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. We're going to watch the finale next week together, and I can't wait to read your all's thoughts and opinions on how that finale plays out, because it is a decisive moment as we get closer and closer to the even more decisive, even more splitting season 2, episode 2, part 2 of The Last of Us. But for now, season 1, episode 8, entitled When We Are in Need. Season 1, episode 9, aka the season 1 finale, does not have a name yet. Maybe it's just going to be called The Last of Us. I don't know. That'd be kind of cheeky. Save one life. You just to save a life, to these little things that's been laid out across the thing. I hope we get the giraffes. I hope we get those ever crucial moments. And I imagine since we kind of had some stuff leading into this second part with the stranger peeking in Tommy's area, who I'm not going to even give a name for, we'll wait. I wonder if they'll do the same towards the end of this with some crucial characters that reappear in the second stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm done rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.